because I only have about 1,000 written up in our Discord. So let me just go check that. Next thing, what is a good grindable amount for a hero?
I'd say a weekend.
How much is a
Yeah,
weekend?
I should realistically be able to spend. Okay, so let's say again, these
2
are
to 3
what?
days grinding to get a hero.
Mm-hmm.
I think max. I don't want to put a week into that shit. Because, like, can think about it. I don't know, like, I think 3 days should be, like, the projected amount, right? Because, like, you obviously want people playing the game with the characters that they like. And I know that the shorter that time is, the lower money they're going to make.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, because they're
that's
obviously they're
3
going to
days of
price it at a
just
place.
playing Fault.
Yeah, they're going to price it in a way that makes you like
When you say
makes it just barely that inconvenient that you go, okay, I'll just buy the character
when you
with my
say
money
three
rather than
days, do you
grind.
mean like 72 hours of gameplay?
No, I'm saying, like, if I play for, like, 5 hours on a Friday night, 5 hours on Saturday, and, like, 5 hours on Sunday.
Okay.
And, like, that's all
So
that I play.
15 hours of gameplay. I guess that's what we're going to just like act in game time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
15
I
hours.
guess how many matches? Because again, it should be a pretty like specific rate as to how that fills up.
Yeah.
Like how
Matches are
much
what,
is a
like 30
game?
minutes? So that's 30 games.
Yeah.
A
Uh.
lot of the time, if I think about myself, I don't play more than, like, maximum 4 games in a row. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I take a little break.
Yeah.
That's just me.
What I was thinking. So my idea was, because I actually asked this in the stream earlier today, because I had a little dev stream earlier today, and okay. So long story short, I know I'm very confident in the fact that Sylvan keeps fucking teasing me about shit that's not probably going to be in the game. Like I think he's trying to troll me, like no joke. And so I asked him. So I didn't ask him. I just asked in the chat, what is going to be the grindable amount? And he actually added me and said, what do you think would be a good one? What do you believe would be a good amount? And so my answer was, now this is an immediate answer, so I've thought about it a bit more since then, and I think this is, uh, I like my answer. I believe that for the first, so let's say there's a level system in the game, right? The second you hit level 10, which is probably, let's say, 10 hours of gameplay, one level an hour, um, you get a free hero. So 10 hours, I think that's, you get one free hero. And that's to bring newcomers into the game because it's like, yo, dude, I just got my eighth hero. Wow, man. But at the same time, if you, Steve, 15 hours of gameplay, uh, there's only 20 heroes going to be in the game by the end of the year. Everyone's going to have every hero. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, and that can't happen for free to play games, or they're never going to make money except off skins, ever. And the hero system has been proven to be what makes the most money in MOBAs. That's why Smite does it. That's why League of Legends does it. So on and so forth. Now,
Yeah.
so what I was thinking is 10 hours for the first one and then 30 hours for the next. Because then if you do that out, that'll be 40 hours of gaming. And so like a day, almost 2 days of gaming, and you now have two heroes. And then add another day of in-game time, you got a third hero. So that's 3 days of gaming. So then by the end of the year, when there's 20 heroes, you can argue that when you have 10 days played, because I would say that's probably the average, which works out to 240 hours, you now have 20 heroes.
Now, are you thinking that basically that
200.
in-game time just grants credits, sort of like Apex,
Yeah.
where you just have the choice to spend them if you want to? Like, so you could, essentially, if you only ever play two characters and you already have them, you could just keep banking them until the character comes out that you
Oh
actually
yeah,
want to play.
absolutely. So they have an in-game currency called Matter, So that will be gained by how well you do in a game, by your level,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. That's just simple. And those that matter will buy you tier 1 skins, tier 2, tier 3 skins. They confirmed today that tier 3 skins will be available with matter. That's crazy. That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. And of course buy heroes.
I mean,
So
I still want like the biggest thing I want is just dynamic skins, like something that just changes throughout the match.
yeah.
But that's how you get money out of me.
Well, do you guys know what the difference is between a tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 skin?
Just
Isn't
rarity.
tier one is is a recolor.
Yep.
Tier two adds some shit to the character,
It's like a new skin. New.
and then tier three is like just
Tier
like animations and shit.
Yeah, so tier 3 would be when the skins start to change in game.
Yeah. So tier three.
Yeah. Tier 3s are like the most difficult to make, take the longest to make, and because of that cost more money. They also are 98% of the time the coolest. So
So like the skeleton Gideon was
that's
a
a
tier
tier
three
2.
kid.
That'd be a tier 2. Oh, the
Tier two?
skeleton Gideon. Yeah, that would be a tier 3.
Yeah, the pirate.
Yes, that would be
Because
a
it
tier
also
3.
changes the ability animations.
Yeah, that would be a tier 3.
Because it turned his rock into an anchor,
hmm Which
which is
is
cool as fuck.
which is pretty awesome. Which is pretty awesome. So in my argument is if so when I do out the math, it's 220 hours, and you gain another 7 heroes. What do you guys think? Do you think that's too much?
Too much.
So that's like 9.5 days or 9 days. We'll say 9 days
9 days of in game.
in-game gaming.
That may be
Fuck.
reasonable.
Is it though? Or would that piss you off? They have to play 9 days to get 7 heroes.
Yeah, like 9 days. That's what.
I guess it just depends
Yeah,
on how
too much.
important it is for you to have all those. Like Steven said, he's not going to pick any of the characters that are traditionally meant for mid. So I mean,
Mm.
when you're
Yeah,
looking at the
like that's
roster,
like
if
I'm
there's
only
only
buying.
feasibly only another 4 characters you would want, then
Mhm. Yeah. And I actually
Yeah.
think, now that I think about it, I think it is a bit high because when I look at matter, you can also buy skins. So the hopes is that you come up with a skin that's going to attract the consumer. So they're going to spend some of that matter on the skin. So then they won't be able to have all the heroes. But I think if they only go for heroes, they say fuck the skins, they should be able to get them all in a reasonable amount of time. And when I say 9 days of in-game time, it seems a bit unreasonable. But
well, I
uh,
guess yeah, that's the biggest thing. If that system that unlocks heroes is the exact same as unlocking skins, like you're gonna have to make it reasonable enough that you have to choose between a character or a skin. So
yeah, and that's how it is. That's usually how it is. You have to choose like what's important to you, kind of thing.
yeah,
Because like, what's the point of having all the heroes if you're not going to play them? That's kind of the big thing with free to play. So like, it's common for everyone not to have all the heroes and just go for the
yeah,
ones that they enjoy, and then get a
oh,
few
100%.
skins that they enjoy. So
Yep.
maybe 9 days is a bit much, but like, how much would you guys reduce it by? Because like, and you have to think about the best interest of the business. Like, the best interest of the business is that it takes 1,000 days. You know what I mean? To get one character. But
Yeah.
What if it was 7 days?
obviously you can't do that.
Like a
I mean, my
week
biggest thing
straight.
is as long as I could play again, like Steve said, those 3 days. So let's say Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. As long as I can play those 3 days and unlock at least one character. So let's say you're only playing, let's say, a total of maybe 5 hours, 6 hours at most
hmm
of the game each of those nights. That's how long personally I would want to unlock a character because again, you're still buying skins, still doing this, that, the other thing.
Yeah.
But
What
like
do
just
you
for purely unlocking a character, because obviously unlocking characters is going to have to be less
So,
than
do
getting
you
a skin
think
for a character.
15 to 20 hours of gameplay, let's say, would be good?
I say
Would
20
be,
hours.
yeah,
Let's
what
just round it up 24 hours, just like a day's worth.
a day's worth of gameplay is reasonable enough to get a tier 3 skin or two tier one skins or a hero. Is
I mean, that's a lot of time, dude. Like, you think about people like like me myself. Like, I mean, I don't have a lot. Like, cause me, I'm the kind of gamer that like I like to just play like a bit, like a few games, and have like a lot of fun. And like, I find the more I'm having fun and the more I'm enjoying the content that they give me, the more I'm willing to support and like
hmm
buy shit. You know what I mean?
hmm
So I mean, like, I don't want to feel like I have to devote. Oh fuck! If I don't play 5 hours tonight, then like I'm not gonna really achieve anything. And like I bought the wrong character. Like shit. Or like, oh, this new one came out and he looks really really cool, but I can't fucking play it because like I gotta fucking play like another 48 hours
So you think
of.
that 15 hours is reasonable for a tier three skin or a hero?
I think a tier 3 skin has to be more expensive than a hero.
Yeah, the skins would be more money
Like
than the.
I'm all for, so let's say something crazy like you have to play 48 hours worth to get enough credits for the tier 3, because obviously nobody wants the tier 1 and half the people are going to want the tier 2. Everyone wants the tier 3 skin.
Yeah.
So the incentive is you either use all those free credits that you building up that you could put towards a character, but instead you're going to get a tier 3 skin
Yeah.
for yours.
I actually agree with
But
that. Like,
the main mindset is that more than likely, if you're getting a tier 3 skin, you're spending actual money on it, not the free credits. But you have the option
yeah,
if you want to
you have the
grind to be able to.
option. And I also agree because what they're now calling marketplace heroes. So heroes that are in the Paragon assets are going to be less costly than a new, fully new hero. So that's where like a tier three skin especially is going to be more expensive than a new hero, which
Yeah.
than a
Yo,
marketplace hero.
what are the odds?
All the new characters
I
are going to be the strongest.
no. What if they? I don't know. I just like I think about this kind of shit. What if they genuinely just look objectively worse Be- because
What
they're like
there?
brand new? Like,
Oh, you
what are
think
the
the new characters will just not look nearly as polished as the assets that were already there?
you know what I mean? And
hmm
like,
I mean, with the Unreal Engine, with a little minor effort, still make things look pretty damn
you don't
good.
think they should be like launching the game with a brand new character? Like
They
that could
are.
be they are?
Sparrow is the 14th character, and she's
No,
not
no,
in
no,
it
no,
yet.
no, no, no. That's not what I mean. I mean
Like
this
a original character.
an OG Strange Matter character.
I agree with you.
So that I can see, oh shit, I should start investing my money because if the new characters, these non-marketplace characters aren't good, that's not longevity to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also, and when you talk about funding, like let's talk about funding. Uh, if the second you mention assets, they might turn you down. But if you have a completely new character to prove that this you can do this, you're more likely to get a yes, if that makes sense
Yeah.
too. But the problem is that on in a company, it probably costs $100,000 to create a new character, and Strange Matter does.
Really?
Yeah, Strange Matter doesn't have $100,000. But if you do it at a startup level, uh, well, it's just
What?
about time. It's about people putting in their time, and what does that cost is more so what it is. And if you have the expertise on the team, it's more just going to cost time.
Okay. Uh, all right. Cool. I don't know anything about game
I
developing,
I
so
I agree to you. I agree with you. Uh, Coming up with a new character
to like hype up the game, like I think that would be a
to
fucking awesome
would
idea to
be
help
awesome.
them put their stamp on shit.
It would really show what they're capable of. Because right now they're just using and what and but they are showing what they're capable of in other ways. Like they do plan on kind of changing the map and stuff. But like that would be a big bang. That would be a bomb drop. Bang! Here's a new character. We told you that we're only working with assets first. Haha. This is what we got. for you. You know what I mean? Like that
Well,
would.
I'm sure they have to be working on something already.
Oh, they definitely are. Like these people are maniacs. I've learned that uh very quickly. Steve and Chandler. In the last 7 days, they put out 10 patches on the tester server.
Hmm.
No, 11 patches. Sorry. That's over a patch a day. Now I don't know how big these patches are,
Yeah.
but to be able to
Increase the font size of the loading screen.
but to be able to fix the game in some minor way once a day is kind of, without breaking the game is pretty fantastic. Like
Well,
that's
maybe that's why they're just making such small adjustments so they don't break the game while they're updating it.
yeah, they don't want to pull an epic and once a week the meta changes and half the player base decides they're not going to play anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure it's mainly just bug fixes, anyways, that just automatically get
Yeah.
pushed as they're brought up for anyone
But
playing.
they're gonna have to come up with that big change. It's coming. They know it's coming, and they're probably a bit hesitant. And because of that, they're probably quadruple checking everything to make sure that it's gonna be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which Epic said they did, and their quote unquote internal analytics said they did. Mr. Cameron, whatever his name was, uh, but they clearly didn't. You know what I mean? Um,
Does Steel's body model annoy anyone else? I'm just looking at the stream here and it's just like I have never enjoyed looking at Steel's back. I know this is the tier 3 skin, but like why is he's so hunched over? Like
he is, yeah.
and it's just I don't know. I've always thought this is such an ugly skin. Like
Hmm.
I I don't know.
What
I
do you
just got
mean?
complete. I don't know,
It's
dude.
realistic. If you're going to be able to throw that shield around, you gotta need a lot of back. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean throw the shield around? Like,
He jumps up with the goddamn thing and
yeah, because he's a
slams down.
robot.
Steel's
This
not
is
a
like,
robot.
yeah, he is.
Clearly, are you looking at the screen there, Potato Boy?
No, this is this is a skin.
I'm fully
No,
aware.
we're just fucking with you, dude.
At least I was pretty sure he was a robot.
He's called Steel.
That's what he's
Yeah,
made of.
that's my fucking point. You're gaslighting me.
Okay, no, but
You
that's the thing.
gaslighted me. You're a fucking villain.
No, if you're going to make a human have the ability of a robot, he's going to be hunched over like that. Let's be real.
So after a bit of discussion, we have come to agreement that the average marketplace hero should cost 15 to 20 hours, right? Of in-game
I'd say
time.
at least,
Fuck
yeah.
it, sure.
Or do you think that's too much? That's a weekend.
That's a weekend if you ain't got shit to do.
Well,
But
here's
what
the
if you
thing,
got
Steve.
work?
Think about
You gotta
Apex.
have sex. You gotta, I don't know, build a shed.
Well, no,
like,
but think about
Steve,
it
think
though.
about Apex Legends. Think about how long I've been playing. I'm level 62 in that game, and I've only ever gotten enough credits to unlock one character. There's still four characters.
like what, level 40?
What?
You're what, level 40?
62.
You're what, level 62?
And
Holy
I've
shit.
only ever had enough credits to unlock one character, and there's still another 4 to unlock.
That's because you don't
This-
grind.
Okay, but that's the exact argument that you're making. You're saying I don't want to grind to get the character because I don't have the time.
Should a casual player that plays, let's say, 20 hours a week be able to get every character by the end of the year that's released?
I guess
Get
that's the
paid
other way
for
of
it.
looking at it. If you play, let's say, 2 matches a day, which let's say is anywhere in the realm from an hour to an hour and a half, 7 days a week. So all of a sudden you're looking at, let's say, 7 hours a week casually that you're picking up the game, but it takes 15 hours. It's still taking 2 weeks for a casual player to unlock one hero just to try out.
That's pretty good.
So that's what you kind of have to look at. That like that's casually playing 2 weeks, one hero. So obviously the people that play all the time, like if you're playing all the time, it means you're not playing other games. That's kind of what Strange Matter wants: is you playing their game, not someone else's game.
That's
There's
true.
another thing to keep in mind as well. A lot of the people that are going to no life this game are just gonna get all the characters without buying them. Um,
That's me.
you make a lot more money off of the short term players that just want to try out the cool character, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So I mean, if you
But
make
that's where
it,
the skins come
yeah, and because like I'm a lot more apt to like buy a skin
rather than a
as opposed to a
character.
character.
And that's what I was talking about. Like those tier 3 skins have to be at least double, if not triple, the price of a hero.
Yeah, because I
So
mean,
say a hero's $5. The
like if you
premium skin should be $15.
like in Smite, for example, like making comparisons like this is one thing, but like for example, like it's 5,500 in-game currency to unlock a hero, and a lot of the skins you can't even unlock with in-game currency. Um, so you can buy heroes for 200 premium currency, but a lot of the skins are minimum 400.
Yeah.
And a lot of the really popular heroes, there's one like Thanatos, for example. His most expensive skin is 8,000 premium currency, and I think like 200 is like $7 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Or I don't know, might have butchered that, but I know it wasn't super cheap. And so like that's the whole thing, right? Like they give you 300 premium currency once you reach level 15. You'll have amassed from leveling up 300 premium currency. And there was a skin that I got because another thing that they give you is like a coupon for like a percentage off of a skin. And so I got a tier 3 skin for Thanatos for 200 premium currency. Um, and it's one of those things where it's like Thanatos is like it's a character I really really like. I enjoy playing him a lot. I want to style and show off when I'm completely destroying the enemy team. So I'm a lot more apt to like, yeah, I'm gonna spend my premium currency on this skin because it's flair. It's changing. You know what I mean? But it's like when it came to actually getting Thanatos, it's like I'm not gonna spend $200 on like base Thanatos. Like I'm gonna spend my in-game currency on that because that I can like grind up and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. This is just at least how I always thought about it, and how I've kind of gone about when I spend money in a game. It's because I'm committed and invested, and I don't know. But here's the thing: I'm also always going to be a person that thinks about the shadiness of microtransactions. So and that's why I'm not a game developer because I wouldn't make any money. Because I know that if I just make enough money to live and keep the game alive, as well as like if I'm putting in this time, like I want to be able to like take care of myself. But microtransactions are all about capitalizing. Okay, the average player is going to spend this much time, so like we should, make them have to pay this and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, like I just think it's more so like if you give me a reason to want to spend my money, um, then I think that goes a lot further than like fuck, like I'm just sick and tired of grinding to get this. I just want it. But I
And I guess that's the biggest thing.
yeah.
So